Today's episode is brought to you by MeUndies. MeUndies, the underwear I am wearing right now on my body.
Hey, hashtag same. I'm wearing mine as well.
I have been promoting these for years for free. Now they're paying us to do it, and I can proudly say, get yourself some MeUndies. They're awesome.
They are awesome. I am wearing mine right now, and they're very soft, very comfortable, and I was always a doubter. I was a doubter, and I was like, they can't be that great. They are that great.
It's true. All right. We'll get into that later, but let's get into the show first. Hello, everybody. It's time for McCoxnCrendor.
McCoxnCrendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. Before our recording studio. Recording. Wake your ass up. It's McCoxnCrendor in the morning. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to McCoxnCrendor in the morning.
FTS.
FTS, bro.
I'm GTG FTS. Hashtag hello.
Hashtag hello.
Hashtag hello.
You nailed it. You nailed it. For everyone who is wondering what the hell are they talking about, for some reason, while we were setting up for this podcast, Crendor and I just decided that FTS was our new thing.
Yeah.
FTS. F that S.
Yeah. F that S.
Yeah, there you go.
F that shit.
Yep. I almost choked and coughed into that joke. I held it all inside.
How'd you...
Yeah, it was like that. I was trying to... Go back, listen to the tape. I was like... I was trying to hold it in. I couldn't.
Shit, dude. FTS.
FTS, man. There it is.
There
FTS.
It is.
Mm-hmm. It got out.
It got
so,
out.
wow. Hey, everyone. It's been a while since we've done one of these. One of us traveled. The other probably stayed at home.
I did stay at home. I had tooth pain. It wasn't fun.
Why? What happened to your teeth?
Well, I had a crown, and I've had a few crowns. Normally, they're not bad, but this one was like
That's why I call you Queen, because you got a crown, baby. That's why I call you Queen.
FTS, bro. So, yeah, I got a crown. It was my far back tooth. It's like my far upper left back molar tooth, whatever it is. And so apparently that one affects your bite and your jaw a lot. And it did because my jaw, like, died. And so I'd wake up in the middle of the night, and I'd have to take Advil. And I'd be like, oh, and then it would last like 12 hours, and it'd come back, and I'd be like, oh. And then I went to my dentist, and he adjusted my bite. And he's like, I think your bite's high from the thing. And then he did another
Wait, how
thing.
did he adjust your bite?
He, like, bite on this paper. It's like bite paper or something. And it marks your teeth and, like, where your bite hits, and it makes the little areas blue. And then he, like, drills down little parts of it to help your, like, even out your bite.
Okay. Yeah,
so,
I get it.
Yeah, he said it's the equivalent of like having a pebble in your shoe. Like after a while, it's gonna make your foot sore if you keep stepping on it. And
that
so,
sucks.
Yeah, and so he gave me. He took an X-ray and he was like, "Yeah, your tooth's like kind of inflamed, like and irritated." So he gave me an anti-inflammatory steroid, and then he's like, "It'll probably lower your immunity a bit." And then I was like, "Oh,
your high immunity is
my high
low?
immunity was low." So I knew if I went anywhere, I'd get sick. And I was like, no, I can't do this. But I still ate my yogurt. Yogurt.
I mean, you gotta keep that immune system up.
Yeah. And so
even if the doctor's like it's low, you gotta say no, doc, it's high.
Yeah. FTS.
FTS.
So I did that, and now my jaw's better. It's still kind of sore, but it like gets better every day. And so I can eat food, and it's great. I don't wake up in the middle of the night from pain.
You missed out on BlizzCon. You missed out.
I did miss out on BlizzCon.
Yeah.
I know you dressed up as the what's her name? May
from Overwatch. I did. I was beautiful. I know I was beautiful, and I expected people to hate. But here's the thing: no one could hate. Everyone's like, you're beautiful, and I'm like, I know. I get what being beautiful is like now.
You understand?
I understand what the beautiful people in the world feel now.
Shit, dude.
People can't even hate on them. They're so gorgeous. That's like me now.
Mm-hmm.
When I dress like a small Asian woman.
How would you, if you had to give yourself an acronym or whatever it is, what would be your letters?
My letters would be S, B, C. Sexy, but classy.
Ah, that's a pretty good one. Hashtag SBC.
Thank you. Hashtag SBC. What are we doing?
I don't know.
Oh, speaking of what are we doing, last episode, a lot of people were curious because at the very, very end of the episode, there's a clip that is way out of context, and it's like me saying orgy or something. Like it's
what?
Go back and listen to it. It doesn't belong with the story we were talking about.
Okay.
Here's the reason why. I was trying to edit the podcast together because in that episode, someone sent us a story, and the title, the headline appeared very funny. As we read the story, we realized it was not funny at all. It was very disturbing and not at all like our brand.
Yeah.
It was basically someone sent us a story that was like, hey, laugh at this terrible tragedy. And so we started reading it. We were like, oh, God, this is terrible.
Yeah.
And so I tried to edit it out, and apparently I missed a clip. So let me just say, for the record, I know a lot of people send us articles, and a lot of people are like, check out this hilarious story. It usually has a headline like, man spanks own butt with squirrel. And then you read the actual article, it's like, a man today killed 15 people and then spanked his butt with a squirrel. And we're like, what?
Yeah, it's like one of those.
That's not funny. We get too many of those. Let us handle the news.
Yeah.
We can do this.
I've been
We've
doing this
done this for years. We got this. Let us handle it. Sometimes you send amazing articles, but try to make sure it's not, creepy.
Yeah.
There's the difference between funny and creepy. And sometimes funny bleeds into creepy, but we don't want that. We don't want those stories.
We don't want that. All right. We're professionals. If you can recommend, but otherwise FTS.
Yeah, FTS, bro. The episode's just going to be called FTS. You're aware of this now, right?
Yeah, it's going to be called FTS.
Yeah. I forgot what it stands for.
F that shit.
F that S, yeah.
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 You also went to Australia.
I did go to Australia.
Yeah.
Man, I loved it. I think you would dig Melbourne.
Why?
It is a very relaxed town. All the public transportation's free. Downtown. It reminds me of Seattle. It's a very coffee-centric town. The weather was sort of mild. It wasn't very hot, but it wasn't very cold. Man, everything about it was just cool. At night, the streets were still like packed with people. Everyone could just walk around. I think because they weren't afraid they were going to be shot because gun control is very high there. I don't know. It was just an incredible week. I loved it. I loved everything about it. It was International Games Week, so every day there was something revolving around games. I went to one event that was called Global Top Round that was a very cool 17 video game indie devs competing for $40,000, and they all presented their games back to back to back, and then the next day everyone got to play them. And some of them were really creative. And so, yeah, man, I went to a bunch of developer conferences, and I got to see the guy who made the entire story and lore behind Dragon Age give a talk. And it was pretty funny to hear him be like, yeah, so, boy, what happened there? But it's great. It's great to hear ex-BioWare employees be like, yeah, so the last couple years, oof. But this guy was talking about how when you create something, and I thought this was fascinating. He was saying when you create something like a game or whatever, or a world in a game, or even if you're just making a movie or whatever your vision is, always share it all the time. Make sure people understand it. Don't expect people not to understand, don't expect people to just jump on board.
Yeah. Because
he was like, when we first started talking about the Darkspawn in Dragon Age, I had this idea in my mind of what they were. And I sort of conveyed it to the designers and the devs. And eventually when I got back around to seeing what they were designing, it was straight up just orcs. And he's like, well, no, that's not what they are at all. That they're these horrific monsters. And they're like, oh, well, the way we thought you were describing it's orcs. And by the time we got back to it, it was so far in production they couldn't get rid of it. So if you look at the Darkspawn in Dragon Age 1 versus Dragon Age 2, they look totally different.
Huh.
Yeah. And he's like, oops, we goofed, but we didn't have time to fix it.
Dang.
And I was like, that's fascinating. So, yeah, I saw a bunch of different cool panels and talks, and yeah, I loved every minute of it. And then when I wasn't there was straight up just a casino right across the street from the convention center. It's called Crown, and at night they shoot off like giant fire spouts into the air, and it's great. I loved it. It was like one of the best weeks of my life. I had so much fun. It was like during the day I just nerded out, and at night went around the city and went to like an esports bar, and like there's one bar that literally looks like Storytime Village, where it's just like, it looks like you're going into, I don't know, somewhere in Middle Earth. It's so bizarre. I loved it. I loved everything about it. I found not Chinatown, but like an Asia town that had ramen and dumplings and banh mi and all this stuff like right next to each other. Oh, I got this ramen that was on point. Dude, I loved it. I loved it.
Now, here's my question. Did you see anything crazy?
No. I saw one crazy guy. People told me to watch out. Like, the actual city, I didn't see any giant animals. I didn't see any huge bugs. I don't think I saw one bug the entire time. But people were like, hey, you know, the city's very artsy, so when you're out walking, like, you know, just know that there are going to be some strange characters out there. I didn't really see any strange characters. I saw some very cool places. Most of the alleyways were set up as sort of cafe areas. So all down alleys were all these restaurants, and then in the middle of the road were cafe seating. And it was, I don't know, it was very cool. There were some alleys that were all spray painted and looked like it was just like an art gallery of spray paint. But the one crazy person I did see was a guy walking down the street, literally just shouting at the top of his lungs over and over and over again, "Rage!" I don't know why he was doing that. I don't know what he was trying to get across, except maybe he was mad, or maybe he was saying that we should rage, or maybe he just liked the word rage.
Maybe he was referring to like Nick Cage rage.
I don't know. I have no clue. It could have been Nick Cage for all I know.
Yeah, it could have been Nick Cage.
I don't know who this. He was just screaming rage over and over and over again. I remember this young Asian mother hiding her child from him, but I couldn't figure out what he wanted. You know, like most crazy people, if they're crazy, they're going to be like, right? Yeah. They're going to walk around and be crazy.
Yeah.
This guy was just shouting a word very loudly.
But
he was experiencing the emotion, and it reminded me of an acting class. Like if you go take an acting class and they're like, okay, today's exercise, say a word and act the word.
Maybe he did take an acting class. Maybe that's why he was doing it.
That's what I'm saying, because then you could be like, sadness, happy, right? And he was just like, rage. Maybe that was it. Maybe that was it. I don't know. It was bizarre. It was very strange. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, this guy is crazy. Oh my God. I have the perfect McCoxnCrendor story about Australia. There is one moment that is right up your alley. It was the most embarrassing thing. So the very first day, second day I was there was an event at a place called Acme. And Acme is kind of like if you live in Ohio, COSI or any sort of science center. But this one revolved around interactive arts. And so they had an exhibit that was all about Australian movies and an exhibit that was about Australian women in video games in the industry. And you could play all the different games they made or were a part of the team in making. They had a Wallace and Gromit exhibit where you could go sit in the chair and like take photos. But the day that I was there was a children's day. And it was all about children and video games. So one room was literally just all these kids trying to play Mario Kart, but they were, I don't know, 8, 7, 6 years old. No concept of how to drive. All trying to drive in Mario Kart. It was a laugh riot. They were just, the person hosting it was like, what map should we do? And all the kids saw the rainbow, and they're like, Rainbow Road! Watching them repeatedly fall off was the funniest shit, because they were so pleased with themselves. They thought they were doing so well. Meanwhile, they had all these chairs lined up because only 4 people could play at a time. They had the first row was the people who were playing. The row behind them were the people who were waiting to play. And the row behind them were the people who were waiting to play after them, right? Mm-hmm. And so everyone was being very orderly. But then one of the hosts is like, okay, kids, so remember, if you want to be player 1, sit behind player 1. If you want, and they started this whole thing. This one boy who is the next to go on player 4 notices that 1 is better than 4 and goes and decides to wait 5th in line to be player 1. Well, the other kids see him and go wait with him. So now there's literally no one on player 3 and 4, and everyone's waiting for player 1 because everyone just knows player 1 is the best. And so all these little kids are just like standing in a line, and the host is like, we need a player 3 and 4, and everyone's just like, boo. It was great. But to the embarrassing part. So while I'm there, a bunch of people notice, like, oh my God, Jesse Cox, what are you doing here? I'm like, I'm here for the week. I'm checking out everything. Like, would you want to be a part of the event we're doing later today? I'm like, what is it? Like, it's a kids cosplay contest. And I was like, oh no, I don't want to do that. I feel bad judging children. I don't want to. And they're like, oh no, like everyone's a prize. I'm like, I don't know. I still feel awkward. Like, oh, you should do it. You should do it. I was like, okay. So the contest starts, and I'm informed that first prize for both girl and boy is a Nintendo Switch.
All right.
Second place prize is a book. So already I'm like, oh no. And then only 2 girls show up. So one girl's getting a Switch, one girl's getting a book. And I'm like, oh no. And then there's a bunch of like boys there, but they're all very young, very young.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's 2 hosts and then myself, and we're up on the stage. And so host number 1 goes and interviews the first boy and the first girl, and he's like, okay, now Jesse's gonna take the next 2. So I interview the girl, and she's older than everyone else there, and she's dressed as a mix between Link and Zelda, which already makes it very hard for me to be like, okay,
yeah,
Lonk, Zelda, right? And then then this little boy comes up dressed like Mario, the cutest thing I've ever seen in the world, like a handmade costume, very, very cute. I have a photo of it somewhere. I definitely need to post it on my Twitter. And I bend down to ask him, like, so what's your name? And he goes, like, can you say that again? And I like look out to the crowd. I'm like, oh my. And I'm like, one more time. And some guy in the back goes, his name's Asa. His name is Asa. And I was like,
you inconsiderate shit.
I felt like they were just like, fucking Americans don't know anything. God damn it. I was so embarrassed. I was like, it's not my fault. I literally couldn't understand him. I'm sorry. And I just had to sit there and be like, oh, okay. I said, come on, let's do this. And I felt so bad. I was like, we need to give that kid first place. and the judges were like, but this other kid dressed like Yoshi and he's really good. I was like, okay, we need to give that kid second place. I still feel bad because he got a book.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. A book is going to open your mind and expand your horizons and take you into a fantasy world that no video game could ever do.
It was a cool book. It was like an art book. It was very cool. I get it. I just feel like one prize worth several $100s, especially in Australia.
Yeah.
The other prize, a book they can buy at Acme.
No.
I was like,
That is true.
So I felt very awkward, and the rest of the day I was like, oh, man. Meanwhile, I bet that kid forgot all about it, but I was just like, boy, do I feel like a doofus.
Well, at least you learned the hard way that it's better to
not interact with kids? You're right. You're absolutely right. I don't want to ever interact with kids again.
Yeah.
Kids and other people's kids are great as long as I can say hi, make a goofy face, and then walk away.
Mm-hmm.
More than 5 minutes of interaction with kids, and I'm like, I don't know what to do anymore.
Man, I just don't know what to do anyway. This kid's like, whoa! And I'm like, what are you doing?
Calm down, kid. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't get it. I'm not, like I said before, I was bad at making friends when I was a kid.
Now you're just like,
it got held
I don't even
back.
like kids.
I got held back in preschool because I didn't talk to other kids. Did I tell you that story?
Wait, no.
So,
I need. It washed over me like a wave, which is what you just said. I got held back in preschool.
Yeah.
Because I didn't talk to other kids?
Yeah, so like preschool.
Can they do that?
Yeah. So in preschool, I guess the main thing you're supposed to learn is how to be social and like interact and, you know, be like, hey, what's happening? But apparently I would just sit alone a lot and just like be alone. And they'd be like, you want to go play with the other kids? And I'd be like, no. And so
you really are one bad day away from being a psycho killer. You know that, right?
No.
Everything about your profile, I've seen enough episodes of Criminal Minds to know everything about your profile, you are a crazy person.
Well, after that, I got held back, and the next year, I was social enough to move on to kindergarten.
That's because you were like the old man in the class, and all the kids looked up to you. Like, let me tell you about the kindergarten.
I almost got there.
It's harder than it looks, let me tell you. Old baby Crendor with
other
a cane.
People got held back in preschool, too. I'm not the only one.
I bet that's true. I didn't go to preschool until a year later. So I ended up being in a class in elementary school and high school where I was one of the youngest boys. Maybe I went a year early. Whatever happened, I was one of the youngest kids in my class.
Huh.
So everyone was like 18 and I was 17 and was like, weird. I didn't turn 18 until the month we graduated high school.
Wait, what? Oh yeah, you were pretty young then.
Yeah, I turned 18 in May, and we graduated May 30th. And I turned 18 in May 18th.
Shit, dude.
I know. So, it was weird. It was bizarre. But that's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. I was an adult, kind of.
Long ago. Hey!
Whoa! Yep. Yes. Yes.
Yes,
dear friend. You woke me up. What? You shouted at me.
I was falling asleep as well during this show.
Yes.
Well, every year, millions of people.
Is this important?
This is very important, all right? Don't interrupt me.
I won't interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Every year, millions of people receive the least liked gift of all time.
What's that?
Underwear.
Oh, man, that's true. But we still give it to our family and our loved ones who just don't want it.
Now, here's the thing. Maybe it's not that underwear is the problem. It's the kind of underwear.
What? Crendor, of course. Let me tell you about MeUndies.
Whoa.
The only underwear that makes for an amazing gift.
It's very true.
That's very true. Soft, flexible waistband. 3 times softer than cotton. It's on my body right now. I'm telling you, I slid into these bad boys. It kept the hoo-ha where the hoo-ha needed to be. It kept the doopty where the doopty needed to be. I'm telling you. Natural, sustainable source fiber.
It keeps your Humpty Dumpty on the wall.
That's true. No great falls.
Yeah.
You can get it in normal underoos. You can get it in boxers or boxer briefs.
Yeah, personally, I like the boxers. I like to feel like I'm wearing shorts, but I'm not wearing shorts. I'm wearing comfortable underwear.
I like to wear boxer briefs because I like it nice and snug, but I don't want the humiliation of having just normal underwear on.
Well, I just like to roam free, you know?
I need some structure. I need some structure in my life. I need support. I need a solid support system.
Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, and if you're a lady, they have got all sorts of things for you too. We don't know anything about that because we are not women. But I trust and believe if it's anywhere near as comfortable as this, it's probably way more comfortable if you're a woman.
Yeah, I'd wear clothes made out of this fabric.
I would too. They sell sweatpants as well, and I know you're a sweatpant person.
Damn.
I know. MeUndies made underwear, the perfect gift that everyone is going to love you for.
It's a goddamn holiday miracle.
This year, don't give underwear, give MeUndies.
This holiday season, to get your exclusive 20% off the softest underwear and socks you will ever wear. They got socks too. Free shipping.
I totally forgot they got socks.
They got socks.
I'm going to their website right now.
Buy those socks. Free shipping and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Go to MeUndies.com/Crendor if you want free shipping, 100% satisfaction guarantee, 20% off, all that stuff. MeUndies.com/Crendor. That's MeUndies.com/Crendor.
You know what I just realized? This is an auspicious occasion. What happened this day many, many years ago?
We uploaded McCoxnCrendor in the Morning Beta Episode 1, November 19th, 2012.
Well, whatever day it was, I feel like we should do something special, right?
We should go back and like find old shit we covered and like revisit it and see if there's like anything new. Like, has chlorophyll gotten new health benefits.
We're gonna need everyone. We're gonna need everyone in the audience to send us things that they want us to cover again, because I don't remember any of it. Someone sent me a message that was like, Jesse, on episode something, you and Crendor were talking about a movie. You said you were going to go see it. And I went out and I watched this movie, and then you never talked about it. And I was like, yeah, that sounds like us. We would have done that.
Here's the thing. I think we've done that multiple times.
Oh, yeah. I still have a link on my desktop to reviews for the movie The Wall, The Great Wall.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, we definitely have to read the reviews to that movie, because that movie was shit. And nope, we haven't done it yet.
Yeah, everybody, go out and find us things we've said we'd watch and we didn't, or that you want us to cover again, and then we'll do the big episode then.
Yeah. And if we don't,
we forgot.
That's how we do stuff. Yeah. BTS, FTS.
Now, one thing we didn't forget is the McRib.
That's
and I
true.
wanted to bring that up because
the McCoxnCrendor is back.
McCoxnCrendor is back. Here's the problem, though. A lot of people are saying there's no more jalapeno cheeseburgers.
Here's the thing. If you can't find jalapenos,
right,
that's on you.
Okay.
More importantly, it ain't about what's inside the McCoxnCrendor that counts.
Mm-hmm.
It's what's inside your heart when you eat it.
Yeah, plaque.
So you need to have at least a McRib and at least some sort of hamburger in the middle of it.
Yeah, I'd say
the spicier the hamburger, the better.
Yeah, the spicier the hamburger, the better. You can go normal cheeseburgers; it's accepted, but it's looked down upon a bit. And then
I would say, if you really want to take it up a notch, a McCoxnCrendor plus is a McRib, and then inside of it a Big Mac.
Oh shit! That's
yeah, but
plus.
no mac sauce, because mac sauce is gross as shit.
No, wait. If the Big Mac's inside the McRib, then wouldn't it be the McRibs inside the Big Mac? That seems like it'd be easier to eat.
No.
Why not?
That's not the point. The point is the McRib is always on the outside because the long bun is the outside. But you can take the Big Mac and spread it across the entirety of the McRib. Look,
so
don't overthink this.
Out.
Yeah.
Wait, why no mac sauce?
Because mac sauce is gross.
It's not gross. I like mac sauce.
Mac sauce plus barbecue sauce, you might as well ask for anal leakage. You might as well ask for your butthole to leak, because that is gross. Mac sauce is disgusting.
That's like the whole part of the Big Mac.
No, F that. Mac sauce is gross. I hate it so much. Every time I ever have anything, when they have like all the different Big Macs, our dear friend Davis was obsessed with the Grand Mac. And he would always be like, I'm going to go get a Grand Mac. I was like, it's so gross, dude. Why? So he was like, well, they have a little baby Mac. I can get you one of those. So I was like, I'll love to try it. It was a little tiny, regular size, one patty Big Mac. I was so sick because of that mac sauce for like a day and a half. It's so gross. I hate it.
So many Baby Macs when they were out.
Ugh, it's so gross.
I love the Baby Mac. It was like the Big Mac, but better because there's only one patty thing.
He ate those Grand Macs like 3 times a day. I'm shocked he's alive.
Well, have you ever seen the Super Size Me thing where they go to that one guy that eats Big Macs every day?
Yeah, that guy is probably dead now.
He's not. He just celebrated his anniversary.
No, look this up. I'm looking this up. I don't believe this.
Wisconsin.
Big Mac Man.
Yeah, Gorski.
Big Mac
Don
Man.
Gorski. He's 63 and he's still alive.
Get out. Get out.
Yep. And Don Gorski, he's eaten 29,000 Big Macs.
He claims Big Mac constitute 90% of his total food. Okay, how many Macs a day does he eat, though?
Like 2. He eats 2 a day.
He further claims to have eaten 265 Big Macs in the following month, an average of 8.5 Macs per day? If true, this would be the equivalent of over 46,000 calories, or 4,600 calories, 247 grams of fat, for a total of 143,000 calories and 16 grams of fat 16 pounds of fat per month. He claims to drink almost nothing but Coca-Cola, and according to Super Size Me, he rarely eats fries. That's because fries are what kill you.
Yeah, the fries are good.
The fries are what kill you.
Not the Macs.
Not the Macs. He claims his cholesterol is 140. He's 185 pounds. Does it say that he works out or anything?
I don't think he does.
But he maintains a stable weight. Oh, interesting. He has an average of 2 Big Macs a day, but that's all he has.
Yeah.
His daily consumption of 2 Big Macs is about 1,000 calories. And according to the USDA, the average person should have 2,200 calories a day. And so technically, the reason why he keeps his weight is because he eats less than half of what the daily average is.
Yeah.
Which still seems very unhealthy.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's better than overeating because throughout history, most people didn't have enough food. So your body's probably more used to that.
I guess. Interesting. I
mean, he's 63. He's eating Big Macs every day. He's got to know something.
Like this guy, no, I feel like he doesn't.
So for the next year, I'll be going on a Big Mac diet.
No, you won't. Don't do that. No, you won't.
I mean, I'd try it for like 3 days. Oh, if you want.
He has no known health issues. I feel like he does. Maybe because just because he doesn't know it doesn't mean he doesn't have it.
All right. So let me tell you our new McCoxnCrendor sizes. You got the plus. Then there's the plus. That's going to be 2 Big Macs holding a McRib. That's if you're really hungry. That could be like the Gorski.
Don Gorski literally looks like the poor man's Ringo Starr.
He does.
I can't. Whoa! Secret menu, poor man's Big Mac. What? There's a McDonald's secret menu. What? McDonald's secret menu? What have I stumbled upon? 13 McDonald's secret menu items. The Land, Sea, and Air Burger. This is a beef, chicken, and fish. That's right. They serve fish now. A fillet of fish on 1 bun. Ask for a burger, fillet of fish, McChicken, assembly required. A McGangbang, which we all know.
Yeah.
The poor man's Big Mac. Order a McDouble with special sauce, lettuce, and onion, sans pickles, and ketchup. So, okay.
Huh.
The 2 cheeseburger meal. What do you mean? Everyone can get a 2 cheeseburger meal. It's like on the menu.
Yeah, it is on the menu.
The Big McChicken? Oh my God.
Shit?
Ask for 3 McChickens and a Big Mac.
Oh.
Then you take away all the bread and replace it with the chicken.
Oh my God. The
Monster Mac is 2 Big Macs combined together. No. What?
Wait,
This
what?
is an 8-patty Big Mac. So that has to be 4 Big Macs combined together.
Jesus.
There's a grilled cheese sandwich. Order a slice of cheese on a hamburger bun. Receive this sad little... Why would you ever...
That's...
Oof.
Just make your own.
Fresh chicken nuggets. Ask for fresh nuggets.
Okay.
A McCrape?
McCrape? Why would
What
you want
the
a
hell?
crepe from McDonald's?
Ask for 1 fruit and yogurt parfait and 1 order of hotcakes. Dress 1 half of each hotcake with fruit and yogurt. Once it's done, fold it over, drizzle syrup and granola. That looks disgusting.
Sounds awful. I'd rather
The
go
pie
to Denny's.
McFlurry is literally just combine a pie with a McFlurry.
These aren't even they're not even
Yeah,
like
these aren't
creative.
even-
They're just like throw this
these
shit
are
together.
terrible. McDonald's meals you can't get in America.
Whoa.
Oh my God. In Japan, they have a bacon potato pie.
Bacon potato
Deep fried
pie.
mashed potatoes with chunks of bacon. Why don't we have that? That sounds more American than anything else.
It does.
The Miclaberca in Spain, beef patty with Yemon Iberico, cheese, olive oil, lettuce, tomato. That doesn't sound too bad. It sounds good.
Yeah.
Arabia, Pakistan, Morocco, pita. I guess it's just a pita sandwich.
Huh.
All right, great.
Cool.
I'd eat McDonald's on a whoa, mango pie served in Nicaragua.
Mango pie.
It's like apple pie but with mango instead. That'd be great.
Huh.
Whoa! Lucumu Delight in Peru, a flan-like dessert. How come every other country gets, like, interesting McDonald's food, and we have, like, do you want this patty that looks like it came out my butthole?
It's because they actually have real food in other countries, usually.
Double bacon, Nicaragua. Double bacon, double the fun.
McDonald's Korea's shrimp burger.
BLT bagel in Canada?
What?
Canada has a I would go get a BLT bagel at McDonald's right now if we had that shit. I love BLTs.
Well, you could also get McDonald's Canada's poutine.
A McTurko, a turkey sandwich. What? Oh, no. A McTurko is in turkey made of lamb instead of beef. A lamb sandwich would be great.
Lamb sandwich. It just sounds like a
A paneer wrap. You can get a paneer wrap in India at McDonald's. McNoodles in Austria.
McNoodles.
McNoodles.
McDonald's McSwitzerland shrimp.
Man, they have a McChicken muffin for breakfast in China.
What the shit is this? McDonald's Netherlands McCrocket? In the Netherlands,
hell's a McCrocket?
You can order the McCrocket, which features a patty with stew and beef topped with mustard sauce. That sounds awful.
In India, you can get a McCurry. Check this out. Curried broccoli, baby corn, mushrooms, red bell pepper, creamy sauce, and a baked crust. You eat it in the bowl. The bread bowl is like served with or without chicken. You can get a freaking bread bowl of curry at McDonald's in India.
Mamma mia.
Why are we're so screwed? Like, we get garbage.
We do get garbage. And again, McDonald's Philippines has the McDo. In the Philippines, you can order chicken and spaghetti. It's called the Chicken McDo with McSpaghetti.
I'd eat that. I'd eat the McDo.
The McDo.
Man, so sad. We're missing out.
The McDonald's India's Veg Pizza McPuff. All right. Combined, I feel like we could also use 2 McChickens with a McRib. It can be the...
To make it McCoxnCrendor? Because Cox is like a rooster.
Yeah, and I think they do got spicy McChickens. So if you get spicy McChicken...
spicy McChicken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Put that in between. Then the barbecue sauce can make the chicken barbecue tasting too.
Yeah. That would be that's a good combo.
That's a good combo. I like how we had to go around the world to figure this out.
Yeah, I know. And then tweet it to us. I know people have already been tweeting it, but keep tweeting it. I like seeing
Let us know.
the disaster you're about to consume. Mm-hmm. The delicious disaster.
Delicious Disaster. That is the name of my first self-titled album.
Delicious Disaster.
Delicious Disaster. Songs by Jesse Cox.
Also,
songs in the key of Cox.
That's your key.
Yep.
D minor, D flat, D major. I don't actually know the difference of any of those.
Whatever the key that all the little boy choirs sing in. That's me. Yeah, that's my entire album.
Yeah,
it's me singing with a boys choir, like, oh, yeah.
I remember being in the choir, and I would just pretend to sing a lot. I would just be like, but I wouldn't be singing. And then one time they figured it out. They were like, you gotta sing.
And then they got you. They hit you with a stick. They're like, sing, boy, sing.
Also, sorry, the McRib is not coming back to the Cleveland area.
Why?
That's what they said. News this week of the McRib's return to select McDonald's locations sent fans of the tasty pork sandwich into a tizzy, but you won't be able to find it in the Cleveland area. As it has been for several years, the McRib is a regional option as limited time offers in participating restaurants. Adding to the closest city to Cleveland it will be available this fall is Lima, 2.5 hours west of it.
But why not?
I don't know. They don't say
I'm looking this up. Why isn't the McRib coming to Cleveland? McDonald's employee helps lead authorities to Cleveland? No, feel like that. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I see that. But why isn't it coming back? Where's the real story here?
Yeah, they always miss the real story.
Why isn't it coming back?
They never get it. They never understand.
Whatever. All right, well, I guess we'll never find an answer to that.
Probably not.
But I feel like we should go to chapter number 7. This guy, the Crendor. Crendor, how's that traffic out there?
Oh, traffic is going pretty well, actually. There's some backup on the 45, but, it's snowing out there, so you gotta be careful. Crazy. It is actually snowing. It's snowing here, at least. But that's not stopping people from getting to where they want to go. It's almost Black Friday, folks. It's almost Black Friday. So, the roads may be pretty good now, but just wait for a few weeks. They're going to be jam-packed, so get your shit or stay at home and buy online. Back to you.
Thanks, Crendor. Now let's go over to Crendor at the weather desk. How's that weather?
It's going pretty good out there. Now, I know here in Chi-Town, Chicago, Chi-City, you know what I'm saying? It's snowing. It's actually snowing outside.
Right now, it's snowing?
I don't know about right now. It was snowing. It's also cold, but it's supposed to warm up a little bit, so what are you going to do? Let's see. 20152626516. Manchaug?
Sorry, what?
We're going to Manchaug, Massachusetts.
Manchaug?
Manchaug
sounds like a boss fight in a video game.
Manchaug. Man, Chaug. Manchaug.
Manchaug. I mean, I get it. Yeah. He's one of the bosses in Dark Souls. He's tough. You got to dodge roll a lot.
Over in Manchaug, Massachusetts, it's 27 degrees. Clear skies. Feels like 16. You got a UV index of 0. You got some 18-degree highs tonight. That's going to get cold. Northwest winds 13 miles to 22 miles per hour, 37% humidity. Looks like it might be snowing there as well, or at least you got some cloud coverage. Who knows what's going on over there?
Is that it?
Manchaug.
Manchaug. All right. Well, then let's over to the sports desk.
Sports. Hey, welcome to the sports desk, everybody. How you doing?
Good?
Yeah. That's,
okay. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So we all have sports happening. We just had some NFL action. We had a lot of NFL ups and downs, some very downs for a lot of teams, specifically the Buffalo Bills, who started the season great and decided to start a random quarterback rookie, and he threw 5 interceptions.
Awesome. Go Bills. You know what? Go Bills.
Yep. There's a point where he completed 4 of 9 passes, and he'd thrown 4 interceptions, so he'd completed the same amount of passes to the other team. Very, very good.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like that guy's got a career ahead of him.
Yeah, he's got a great career. And then the Packers got shut out at home. Watch that game. It was awful. Brett Hundley started. He's not Aaron Rodgers. We're essentially the Green Bay Aaron Rodgers. That's what we are. So he needs to just
at least you guys know what you are. At least you recognize it.
That's true. We don't need to go into the draft or free agency and find stuff. We're just we just need Aaron Rodgers healthy, and we're like, well, we can win.
Just make him a robot. If you bionic that man, he'll be fine.
I hope so. I hope they're injecting him with Botox-roid cybernetics.
Botox-roid?
Yeah.
Botox-roid is the last thing you want to be injected with. The last thing you want is your face to be numb and painless, but also filled with muscles.
There's probably a lot worse things you could be injected with, like custard, and probably mess up your body.
Like custard?
Yeah, like a donut.
There's a lot worse things. Put that on the tombstone. There's a lot worse things you could be ingested. There's a lot worse things you could be injected with. Custard.
I mean, you don't want
custard.
You don't want to ingest custard either. So that's the thing. Somehow the Jacksonville Jaguars are 7-3. I don't believe in them still. I'm rooting for them, but I feel like...
Why would you root for them? There's no reason.
Because they're the Jaguars. They've been bad. They're like the Cleveland Browns of Florida. And they've finally gotten decent.
It's getting your hopes up.
The thing is, right, Cleveland is 0-10, and the Packers play Cleveland in a few weeks, and I guarantee they're going to lose to them. I know that's going to be Cleveland's one win, because they're not going to have Aaron Rodgers back. It's going to be a disaster.
Can we talk about the Steelers this past week?
No, yeah, the Steelers beat the
How they beat the Titans 40-17. 40-17?
40-17. That is pretty
Stomped
crazy.
Them.
So I mean,
Stomped them.
When it all boils down to it, it's gonna be a repeat. It's gonna be like Patriots Steelers to go to the Super Bowl, like it always is.
Here's the thing. F them Patriots. I can't handle it no more. I hate the Patriots. I know there are people out there who are probably Patriots fans. I'm gonna let you know. Mm-hmm. We can't agree on everything, but on this you're wrong. You're just wrong.
I don't even know.
You're wrong to be part of that fandom. They are cheaters and liars and propped up by the government. I'm telling you.
Tom Brady's like 70 years old. He's still like the best quarterback around.
Tom Brady doesn't play anymore. Tom Brady, it's like the moon landing footage. It's all fake. It's all fake.
It's all fake. But somehow the Los Angeles Rams are in first place as well.
You know what? That's shocking, but not really. Because didn't the Rams lose?
Yeah, they've been losing for a while. So I mean,
the Rams are 7-3 now.
Yeah, Seahawks are getting really injured, so I don't think they got a chance. And then the Eagles are probably the best team in the NFC. Eagles are really good. I think the Eagles will go to the Super Bowl. So yeah, it could be Eagles Patriots, Eagles Steelers. That'd be pretty fun.
No, it won't. It's the least fun.
Now,
the least fun.
Over in the NBA, whole bunch of NBA stuff going on. Bulls are tanking. Go Bulls, keep tanking, get one of the top picks.
I love how you're just thrilled they're losing. Hey, we'll get good picks. Next Jordan.
Well, they got Markkanen. He's a 7-foot-tall Finnish guy who's amazing. He hits threes. He's great at shooting, but he needs like other people that are good to help him out, and that's why they got a tank.
Course.
Boston's 15-2. Boston's really good. And then in the West, yeah, Houston, Golden State. It'll probably be Boston versus like Houston or Golden State. I can already predict that, and we're only like a tenth of the way into the season, so just predicting that one. In hockey news, a whole bunch of hockey stuff happening. We got the Toronto Maple Leafs coming alive. Good for you, Maple Leafs. That's like they're like the Cubs of hockey, you know? They're always the fan favorite, like the Canada team, and now they're actually doing all right. But ironically, Tampa Bay, the place that cares the least about hockey, is in first place. And then St. Louis over in the other thing. The Las Vegas Golden Knights still up there. They're in fourth place in the West.
Well, there you go. Now we know.
And did we mention on the last episode that the Houston Astros won the World Series?
I don't remember.
Well, the Houston Astros won the World Series. And the Dodgers lost. Take that, Dodgers.
Wow. Ouch.
I just remember when we were in LA eating at that the counter place, and then that one guy there was like really excited the Dodgers won that one game, and he was like, "Grr!" He's like,
that guy was losing his mind.
So you just know that
we were
guy
just like, we're just here to eat a hamburger. Like, this is unnecessary.
He was going crazy. So you know that guy's just very upset right now. That kind of
equally going crazy. Yeah, he's going crazy, but for all the wrong reasons now.
It kind of makes me happy. So yeah, that's sports.
All right. Well, what is our big news story of the day?
Big news story of the day. I haven't actually found one yet, but I did find an article. It says Nicolas Cage says Mom and Dad is his favorite film he's made in 10 years.
That's what I've been trying to get us to see.
I know.
Why would you tell me that? It just makes me want to see it more, and we can't see it.
It says a trailer is coming soon.
Oh, my God. I want to see it so badly.
I guess the most I wanted to see a movie in probably 10 years, like he said.
I'm letting you know right now. The reviews for this movie have got me so hyped. They're like, it is the most Nicolas Cage movie that ever Nicolas Caged. I need to see it.
I want to see it so bad.
Nicolas Cage, invite us to your Hollywood premiere.
Please.
We would show up in tuxedos. We'd show up in tuxedos with, I'm going to say, models and or the cheapest prostitutes we can find on our arms, and we will class that place up, Nick Cage.
So classy.
We will class it up.
So
invite
classy.
us. Yeah.
Let's see here. Black Friday 2017. Walmart has new trick for deals. What's their trick? Hold on. I want to see what their trick is. What's Walmart's trick this year? Walmart
Did you just get clickbaited?
I got baited in. Walmart is making Black Friday deals on toys, electronics, and apparel easier for shoppers to find in preparation for one of the retailer's busiest days of the year. This year's sales events will start early, beginning at 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving, rather than waiting for the next day. For online shoppers,
I wouldn't want to do that.
Earlier. Yeah. Black Friday 2017
Waiting
deals.
for suckers.
Yeah. Waiting for losers and... Black Friday 2017 deals will run until December 12th, though some deals will remain in place right through the holiday season. That's no fun. In order to make life easier for its customers, Walmart announced on Thursday that it will introduce color coding in stores. The retailer will use colored balloons, signs, and employees in different colored vests to help shoppers navigate the crowded stores.
So what they're saying is employees are equivalent to signs and balloons.
Yeah. Then maybe they'll be
we really value your work. Now put this colored jacket on and go stand next to the balloon sign, asshole.
Yeah. They'll probably be holding the sign and balloon.
Ah, okay. That makes more sense.
I feel like if you're going to Walmart on Black Friday, you probably already know where the thing is you want.
I haven't been to a Walmart in forever, so...
Yeah.
There isn't a Walmart here in LA.
Really?
That I'm aware of. There might be. I just haven't been to one. I haven't seen one.
I know I went to Walmart once in the last year, and it was because I had to get a controller. The only place that was open that had controllers was Walmart that was nearby, and so I was like, all right. And it was really sad and depressing. It was the last time I ever went to Walmart.
I mean, I'd go just for the great deals. Sponsor us, Walmart.
Hashtag deals, hashtag Walmart, hashtag FTS.
Hashtag FTS.
Let's see here. Florida church apologizes for accidental innuendo on sign.
And what was that exactly?
That was Bella Vista Baptist Church. Forgiveness is swallowing when you want to spit. Classic.
Oh my God. Now that's a story.
All right. Oh, Lord. A church in Edgewater, Florida, of course, is begging for forgiveness after posting a message that most people interpreted as being sexual in nature. Last week, the Bella Vista Baptist Church posted a message on an outdoor sign that read, "Forgiveness is swallowing when you want to spit." An Instagram user goes by the name of Catherine306098 posted a sign and said, "I think someone's a little mad at their wife." Although the message could be considered an oral sex innuendo, church officials insist they meant nothing vulgar. Representatives of the church told Orlando TV the sign was completely innocent and was intended as encouragement to forgive. We apologize if anyone was offended.
I'm a huge fan of forgiveness. I love forgiveness. FTS. I love forgiveness. Oh my God, that's funny.
Hashtag ILF. I love forgiveness. Let's see. There's got to be one more thing here. There's got to be one more. Let's see. Psychic help. Wait, psychic help sniff out missing pet skunk?
What?
All right, there it is. If our skunk went missing, we'd raise a stink too. A woman in Devon, England is breathing easier now that her missing pet skunk is home safe and sound.
Whoa! Time out!
Hashtag TO.
Time out. TO FTS.
All right.
What are we missing at the start of this story? Literally, the first part of this article should be crazy woman keeps skunk as pet. Why? Why would you keep a skunk as a pet?
Oh, I have a story. I had a story.
Okay.
The other night, I was walking outside, and I walked out front, and there was a skunk there. And I got freaked out, and I was like, "Whoa!" And then the skunk saw me, and it was like, "Ah!" And it like went like, "Durr!" And it like stood all up. And then I just slowly walked back into the house.
Wait. I love that you open the door, you look outside.
Well, I walked outside.
You walk outside.
Yeah.
And the skunk sees you.
Yeah.
You see the skunk and you go, "Whoa!"
Yeah.
And the skunk sees you and is like, "Blah!"
Yeah.
And then it stands up like, "Ooh!"
Yeah.
And then after all these noises have occurred, you just walk back inside.
Yeah, like he didn't spray me or anything. I got freaked out. He got freaked out because I got freaked out, and then we just walked away.
You went your separate ways. I understand.
Yeah.
He was a little scared. You were a little scared.
Yeah.
And you didn't know how to talk to each other, so you just walked away.
Yeah. He kind of did like the thing a cat would do where he like puffed out like and like stands up.
Yeah, like cats do. When cats puff out and stand up.
That's what they do. Anyway.
Makes sense.
Sarah Harris.
Back to the real story.
40, said her beloved skunk, Dottie, disappeared in early July when they were camping. Harris and me.
What? She brought her skunk camping?
I guess so.
There is so much to this story.
There's a lot.
Okay.
That could be its own story. Sarah Harris, 40, brings skunk camping.
Yeah, like that. There's stories within stories here.
Yeah. Harris immediately reported the missing animal, but had no luck finding Dottie, despite some occasional sightings by other people. Weeks passed, and Harris still hadn't sniffed out Dottie's whereabouts. That is, until she reached out to a local clairvoyant named Becky Willoughby. She felt that Dottie was near a garden shed. More days went by until Harris got a call from a man who had seen a Facebook post about a missing skunk. He took a picture of Dottie and sent me a text message to say he might have seen the skunk in the garden. And the psychic had sensed Dottie was under a garden shed. All of a sudden, I saw her. She edged forward, and a friend managed to grab hold of her. It was as if she had never been away. It was a perfect reunion. Dottie actually sprayed Harris, but she seemed to cool down by the time they were driving home. Like she just found a random ass skunk in her garden shed. Dottie.
Is that my Dottie? Sprays her and she's like, "That's my Dottie."
I would never.
And they go home together?
Yeah, they go home together. Dottie curled up in the car in a blanket. I had to give her a bath. She smelled very earthy. That was late in July. Since then, the skunk has apparently shaken off any lingering taint of her ordeal. I absolutely...
How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how smelly do you think this woman is?
Probably very smelly.
Skunk stench is rough.
Yeah.
This woman got sprayed with it. It did not faze her. She picked up her skunk, went home. Her car probably is a dead zone.
Oh, yeah.
Her car, nothing exists in there but her and that skunk. If I was hitchhiking and she offered me a ride, I would jump in front of the car.
Right.
I would rather die than get in that car with her.
But you can make a skunk friend.
I don't want a skunk friend.
Why not?
Skunks are notorious sex offenders. Pepe Le Pew was after that damn cat for so long. The cat just wanted to leave its life. Pepe was all rubbing on her. Leave her alone, Pepe. I don't want to be a friend with skunks. Skunks are creepy.
They are creepy. It's not wrong. Then again, maybe they're friendly.
No, they're not.
Yeah. What about Pepe Le Pew?
I just said Pepe Le Pew is a sex offender.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't paying attention.
God damn it.
I think that's all I got.
All right, well, that's it for the show then. Thank you so much for listening. Please rate us on the old iTunes. Give us all the 5 stars that we deserve.
Watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/CoxnCrendor podcast and CoxnCrendor. One's the podcast, One's animations.
All that and more. We'll see you next week with another episode. Thank you so much for watching.
And listening, mainly listening.
Yep, that's it. And as always, to be continued.